In this video, we're going to go ahead and add some transitions to each of our scenes. Let's take a look at our timeline. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Right now down here, I've got my text, which is my intro slide, starts, and it goes into the next scene here. So if I hit play, it just starts. 1 second, I'll go back to my slide here. We hit play, boom, it goes into the next scene. And then we can do that the whole way along. Boom, it goes to the next scene, hard cut. What we can do is do a nice fade in, fade out using what's called video transitions. Let me show you how to do that. On our timeline, we're going to go up to the top here, and we're going to go to Effects Library. Before we were in Titles, so we built ourselves our title slides, we can go up to Video Transitions. You have a myriad of different options here. We're going to go ahead with the most common one, which is Cross Dissolve. I'm going to click on that, hold it down, and just drag it over there. So that's going to put, if I take a look at this now, if I go all the way to the beginning and hit play, it's a nice fade in. Say I want that fade in to be a little longer. You just go down to the little box here, which is your cross dissolve, and you can drag it out a little bit and make it a little longer so it fades in nicely. I like that. That looks good. Then what we can do is we want to have, instead of having this hard cut here, I want to throw in a nice cross dissolve between the two scenes. What we can do is we can either throw it at the end, at the beginning, or in the middle. In the middle is kind of preferred because it gives a nice fade in, fade out effect. Let's take a look here. So I'm going to start at the beginning here, how to change a battery in a cordless drill, and it will go through, and that's nice. It fades in, fades out. I like that. Now let's take a look at this scene here. We want to, again, we've got two scenes here that we want to make sure that we, boom, don't like the hard cut. I'm going to try to take my cross dissolve here, and again, I just go over top. If I want to make it a little longer, I can. And I go here, press that. We're off to a good start. We're going to add some to over here. So onto my text on top here, I'm going to go at the beginning and at the end. And then I'm going to try to add a cross dissolve between the two of them here. And you notice I can't do it in between the two. I can only do it to one. What's happened here is I haven't trimmed this clip right here. And in order to do a cross dissolve, Davinci needs to know how much information it has at the end of the video, and it needs some video to work with, so we have to add in a little bit of a trim. So what we can do it two ways. I'm going to take this, you see where I click over it, that's linking, and I can go to one. I'm going to trim back a couple frames. Go in there, and I should be able to now take this, cross dissolve it, and it's got not enough information, so I'm going to do the same thing again. Cross dissolve. I take that just a little bit there, and it's still giving me problems. So this is what I'm glad this is doing this. So what I'm going to do is show you what we can do in this situation where you just can't seem to get it to trim as much as you want it to. I'm going to go ahead and Command Z some stuff so I get rid of all the trims. Now what we can do is I'm going to select this clip and I'm going to select this clip together. Then I'm going to hit Command or Control T for transition. If I do that, it's going to trim it for me. So what I'm going to do is I will go to Trim Clips, and it throws it in there automatically for me. Now the problem it was probably having was trying to add to the sound clip. It's got some transitions on that, so it'll fade the sound out, but that's okay. We can get rid of that later on by unlinking. We look, nice. And we've got a nice little transition there. Same thing here, fades out. Excellent. I got a transition here from before. I'm just going to get rid of that. We're going to try to drag onto it. And again, we've got the same problem here. See how I can't drag either or? So what I'm going to do again is go there, hold Shift, click that, and I'm going to go ahead and Command T or Control T, put that in there, trim clips, and it adds in the transitions for me. And see how that fades out and fades in. And that's how you add your basic transitions to these scenes. There's nothing too complicated about it. Again, it's more of a personal issue as to how you want to put the transition. There's different types of transitions that are out there. There's these crossfades. We're going to go ahead and unlink this. So link clips, I'm going to get rid of this because I don't want my sound crossfading in and out. But you get the idea. If I want to increase or decrease my time, I can just go onto that and drag it. Right now, because it's done the trimming for me, it's basically done as much as it can do. But if I wanted to add more of a transition, I would have to clip this more. For the most part, you can go ahead and trust Davinci Resolve for its transitions. We've got a nice fade out there. I didn't care. Let's see what it looks like when I don't do the cross scene fade. Just as good. it just doesn't have that fade in look. So again, it's all a personal look at personal feel for how you like the look of it. And then we'll go to the end here and I will see if I can drag this onto it. I can. And then we're going to fade in our clip. 1 second here. I'm just going to go ahead and make this a little larger so we can see what we're working with. Oh, there we go. And we're going to, so it's already cross-faded it there, and we're going to fade out. So if we take a look here, we fade me out right about now, and the question's there ready to go, and then we can fade it completely out. And what we've done is we've created a nice little tutorial video that has multiple videos, multiple text, and we've added our nice transitions in here as well. So we have a professional looking tutorial video for our students to learn from.